Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. While the Steam Summer Sale is going to be live later today, our friends over at Green Man Gaming have kicked off their Sunshine Sale. And if you guys know how these things work, Green Man Gaming's deals, which all of the deals I'm going to mention in this video are Steam keys. You get a key for Steam, you redeem it right on there. Green Man Gaming will have the better deals over Steam 95% of the times. You'll get a little bit more of a discount, and they've got a lot of great stuff on sale. So this isn't even everything. They're going to be rolling in more deals tomorrow, and the site is still loading up a variety of deals, and this sale will be lasting until July the 10th. And again, there's a ton of stuff discounted, a lot of newer games, so let's just get right into it. Right off the bat, The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered, 32% off for $34. This obviously just came out. A sizable discount for this. A remake of the Oblivion, actually. They call it remaster, but this is one of those remasters that showcases not all remasters are created equally. This is a rebuilding of the game, and it looks fantastic. It plays great. Oblivion still, you know, for my money, a little bit dated, but I get it. A lot of people loved it, and they want it to be true to the experience, and it is $34 with a lot of visual enhancements, quality of life improvements, things of that nature. 34 bucks for the Oblivion remaster. You got the DLC baked in there as well, which is great. Next up, Robocop Rogue City Alex Murphy Edition. Base game down to $4, but the Alex Murphy Edition, as I mentioned, is $4.80. You'll get a couple of additional bonuses there. They've got the Unfinished Business expansion coming out, and man, they're slashing the price of Robocop Rogue City. This is a phenomenal deal for the price point. Just a great pickup. Not a blowaway game, and I'm not a big Robocop guy, but man, for this price point, it is a stellar deal, and I know a lot of people really enjoyed it. You got the expansion coming out, and at this price point, obviously a no-brainer. A game that you'll probably end up having a good time with, especially at this price point. So go ahead and give that a look. Next up, Hogwarts Legacy, $12.75. Excellent deal for Hogwarts Legacy. Highly recommend it at this price point. I'm not even a Harry Potter fan, but I really enjoyed this game from a gameplay standpoint, and the open world, I feel, was an open world worthwhile to tackle. It's not super expansive. It's not an Assassin's Creed Valhalla where it was just a game with a gigantic amount of content for the sake of having content. It felt like you could go in, you can have a good time with it, and then you can move on after 30, 40 hours with it, and I thought it was a worthwhile game. For $12.75, definitely recommend that, and again, even if you're not a Harry Potter fan, I think you'll enjoy it from a gameplay standpoint and a world standpoint. Next up, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, down to $39.59. In my opinion, this game is going to end up winning Game of the Year. Yes, we are halfway through the year, but looking at everything else coming out, I think Expedition 33 deserves it, and I've always looked at it. What can Game of the Year do for the publisher and the developer? And in the case of actually elevating a developer, Death Stranding 2 winning it is going to do nothing for Hideo Kojima. Hideo Kojima is a made man. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 winning Game of the Year would actually elevate Sandfall Interactive as a studio, and I would love to see them win it, but they also deserve to win it. It wouldn't just be a, oh, you guys are the new kid in town, here's the award. No, they delivered an absolutely stellar game from a narrative standpoint, a visual standpoint. The soundtrack is phenomenal, and obviously you guys know how strongly I feel about great soundtracks in RPGs. The marriage of the real-time mechanics with the turn-based mechanics, or the turn-based battle system, it worked really well. A lot of content as well. Yeah, you can rush through the main story in 35 to 40 hours, but then you talk about all of the optional dungeons and things of that nature. Game's probably going to be getting DLC content. It is an outstanding game. One of the best games I've played in the last decade, and I highly recommend it at this price point. It's a great pickup. Silent Hill 2 the remake, 55% off for $31.49. Great to see Silent Hill 2 get cheaper and cheaper. Bloober team did a phenomenal job with this remake, even though, you know, it's not like I grew up with Silent Hill 2 or anything like that, but as an atmospheric horror game, this game is tremendous. Now they're working on a remake of Silent Hill 1, and Bloober team's got another game coming out this year, so a lot of credit to them as far as everything they're doing within the gaming world, and they really are getting their name out there. You know, I was a fan of Bloober team when Observer came out, when The Medium came out, so your boy's been around the block with them, and they've been doing great work for a long time, and this is really I would say at this point they're magnum opus, but they've got more titles coming out, so hopefully they'll get better and better. $31.49 on that is a great pickup. Balatro, $10.79. It's Balatro. It was literally nominated for Game of the Year last year, which I think made a lot of people take attention to it. I'm not a big poker guy, and it's not a game that I've spent a lot of time with, but everybody that I know seems to love this game, and $10.79, a nice little discount on that. Dishonored 2 for $2.55 is an outstanding deal. Highly recommend that as a first-person action stealth title. It's tremendous. I would recommend you to play Dishonored 1, which is a great game in its own right, and it should be on sale. It is. It's $4.25 for the definitive edition, and I would recommend you to pick that up. But yeah, Dishonored 2 is outstanding. $2.55 for that is great. And then Dishonored 1 is a great game as well, and I would play Dishonored 1 and then Dishonored 2, both excellent games. Arcane Leon obviously working on the Marvel Blade title, which is a bummer to me. You know, after all those years they spent working on Deathloop and now Marvel Blade, I don't know if we're ever gonna get a Dishonored 3. Sad times for me, but it is what it is. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster, Gate Rune and Dunan Unification Wars, $29.99 on this. Recent release from Konami. If you're a fan of throwback JRPGs with some quality of life improvements, this is a great collection to pick up. Obviously, the games are going to show their age from a visual standpoint, but these are some classics, and $29.99 for both titles I think is a great pickup. So definitely would recommend that if you're a JRPG guy. The Evil Within 2, $6.80 on this is great. You know, the third-person gameplay I wouldn't say is blowaway, but it's totally serviceable and mechanically well-made enough. But atmosphere, narratively, I think it's quite good, and for $6.80, a great pickup there, definitely. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Anniversary Edition, $14.03 for the 4 people that don't own Skyrim at this stage of the game. This is a great price for a game that's got an incredible modding scene, a lot of content even when you just talk about buying the game and getting all of the DLC and whatnot. With this version of the game, I'm sure a lot of you guys have already bought the game once, but if you want the upgrade to the special edition or the anniversary edition, $14.03 on that. You've got Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus at $5.10, which I think is a great deal. Wolfenstein is a little bit wacky, a little bit zany for sure, but I still think it's a great time for what it offers. A very enjoyable game, and I think a lot of you guys will end up having a good time with it. Would recommend you to play the New Order, but it's not absolutely essential, but New Order is quite good as well, so definitely would recommend that. And then lastly, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy is $7.20. This is an outstanding deal, and I believe a new low for Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. An awesome game, and at this price point, it's great. I think it's a really well done third-person shooter, third-person action game. You mainly play as Star-Lord, but you utilize the other Guardians' abilities, and I really enjoyed the game from a story standpoint. Felt like it had a good bit of comedy married with the more serious moments. Soundtrack was really good, and game had a little bit of length to it as well. I played this game when it came out, but if my memory is correct, it was around like 15 hours long, which for a game like this I thought worked really well. Mainly a linear game, but still a really enjoyable game, and I had no affinity, no attachment towards the Guardians before playing the game, and I ended up really liking them, especially Star-Lord and Rocket. I really enjoyed their interactions, but $7.20 on that is a great deal. So that's gonna do it for this video, but again, that is just a drop in the bucket to all of the deals available right now. They've got games like Castlevania Lords of Shadow Ultimate Edition, BioShock The Collection, Destiny 2, for those of you that want to play that for whatever reason, XCOM 2 The Collection, Borderlands 3 Ultimate Edition, if you want to jump into that before Borderlands 4, NBA 2K25. I know you guys love your 2K games, but links to all of these in the description box below. Go check them out. If you do buy anything, I get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated. As always, guys, Green Man Gaming supports this channel, so you should support them. Have a gander at all their deals, and again, most of these deals should be beating out the prices on the Steam Summer Sale. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.